Friday on Facebook and on Zoom. I'm going to ask if Angela and Ashley and anybody else can bring questions over from Facebook. That'd be wonderful. Today we
Sure.
have a wonderful artist, one of our newest brand ambassadors, Jérôme from France. Welcome, Jérôme.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Diane.
So if you were watching yesterday, you saw Jérôme using neutral tint to do one of his paintings that he showed, which was wonderful. Ethel, you're going to show any slides for Jérôme?
Slideshow, yes, we have. There we go. Oops,
Oh.
this one is going again this way. Let me fix this. Let me just ensure that we have a full view of the slide. Again. Share screen. Oops. Sorry about that, because it's giving me 2 frames. Launch. Refreshing. Okay. Anyway, do we see this now?
Yes.
No, not
but,
as well.
but we can see the
It's
2
still-
frames.
It's still 2 frames, right?
Yes. Yeah. So, Jérôme, how is it in
Yes.
France? Is it raining? Is it sunny? Because here in Girona, it's raining.
No, it's not raining. It's the end of winter, so it's quite cold in the night and the morning, but we have a beautiful sun in the day, so the temperature rises up, and it's I like this light very much.
You are from Lyon, or from where are you?
Not
No.
far, 2 hours south of Lyon and north Marseille, between Lyon and Marseille.
So it's Provence, right?
Yes, it is. It's Provence.
Okay. It's a lovely area.
So I live very close to Rochemort Aquarelle.
That's true. Yeah, near
Yes.
Avignon. Yes.
Yes.
Avignon, Rochemort. Yeah, okay. That's where we met, right?
Yes, that's where we met.
Yeah.
I was so lucky to meet you, Angela.
And me. My luck. Oh, look, fantastic. Ethel, we can see wonderful now.
It's not giving. I just hid the presenter view. Anyway, it's just for the interest of time. Do we see this frame? But on the left, we have the smaller frames.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So, dear friends, welcome Jérôme, our newest brand ambassador. If you haven't followed Jérôme on Instagram, please do so. This is his handle. I will not dare pronounce it. I may say it wrongly.
Jérôme Guerry.
Huh?
Jérôme Guerry.
Yes, that's my name. And the Instagram is Le Magique Pinceau. It's the magic brush in English.
Le Magique Pinceau. Okay, there you go. And of course, on Facebook, this is his handle.
Thank
The
you.
next couple of slides, Jérôme, we have your sample artworks. We start with this piece, and you can share something about each of the artworks.
Oh, so this I prepared for the 30 session. That's it. So
yes,
yeah, on the Thursday live. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the live. And the third live was about a family of colors, and I used there. I don't remember the English name of the
Maybe Sienna?
yes.
Sienna?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. It was the family of the Siennas, I remember. Yeah.
Yes, families of siennas, and I used this sienna 3 times. Pure sienna first, and then add other colors to mix with this sienna base.
That was quinacridone sienna, correct?
Yes, quinacridone sienna. That's it. Very beautiful, deep orange color. Very, very nice. So this
Nobody knows who this person is. Nobody knows.
Our friend Nico came to Rochemort, was invited in Rochemort in France, so that's where I met him. I made a workshop with him. He made me discover a lot of very interesting things about water, about of course Daniel Smith's brand, and also his human side. I like him very much and respect him very much. Very simple access man. So I took this picture during the meal, and I made this portrait of him.
I love that. I love it.
Cool, very cool moment. So this is an experiment. So this is the secretary of UNO or UN. United Nations.
Yes.
And this man is it's a letter to him. I wanted to. This man is questioning me. So he has a lot of very hard jobs because the United Nations should prevent wars and prevent violence and prevent all of bad things, and it never happens. It's always violent, and the situation of the world is not so beautiful. So this man, I have questions to ask to him. So I made this portrait, and this is my letter. You have things written. How are you doing this? And how are you doing that? This is an experiment. Oh, this is a portrait of a songwriter, a Texan songwriter. So I did this. I think that one is a training for the demo in Texas. So I trained. I made maybe 4 or 5 portraits of this man, and I'm looking for his name. Maybe he's originally from Texas. I don't remember him. So
we don't know him. Yeah.
So this is the portrait of this young lady that was probably killed by the police in Iran. And and this young lady, she was arrested because her clothes were not correct for Iran police. And she died, and it was the starting of a very, very strong movement of women in Iran. I don't know if you remember, but
in Iran, no? In Iran, yes.
So she's a kind of heroine, political heroine.
I think you did a demo of her in Fabriano, didn't you?
Yes, but it was not her. It was an Iran Iron woman demonstrating.
True. Yes. Yeah.
So this is the portrait of, I don't know the word, when you don't hear, it's deaf. When you cannot hear, you know?
Deaf.
Deaf.
Yes.
So this comes from a movie. And this is a story of a young Japanese woman. She's deaf, but she's, boxing. She's an athlete. She's a warrior. And in that sequence, she is trying to tell with the hand languages that all life you are alone, definitely alone. It's a sad film, sad movie. But I like this portrait, and under you can see hand language for deaf people. So this is from my Texan trip when I was invited by Lauren. So it's near Fort Worth, and it's near the home of Linda and Leroy, who hosted us maybe half an hour from Fort Worth. And we lived with them and make shopping with them and everything with them. And I took that picture from the outside of HEB, maybe American know this brand, this food and supplies brand. And it's quite typical of how American situation. So you can see the flag, quite new cars, big cars, and everything to make the good shopping. So this is the my reference picture for tonight.
Beautiful.
Great.
So
you can begin anytime you like, Jérôme.
So I just prepared. I don't know if you can see from the other. Yes, the color I will use. So quinacridone gold, opera pink, rose of ultramarine, manganese blue, and indanthrone blue. I love those colors, very strong colors, bright colors, and I will try to mix them on this portrait. So I hope the portrait will be colorful, strong, bright with these colors. So I use Arches paper for this, and these are my tools. So some Chinese brushes, square brushes. So maybe you can see the brand. I don't know. This one has a brand, but the other one they don't even have anything, And the round ones, also Chinese, and they don't have any brand. I bought them quite cheap, but they're good. I like them very much. So my toothbrush, I use it very much on portraits. A blade to scratch the paper at the end, and some small square brush. So I will. Sorry.
Excuse me, Jérôme. There is a question in the chat asking why you chose these 5 colors together. How they combine, I suppose.
Oh, I took the picture, and I took my this, and I looked at the picture and tried to imagine what colors I could use. So what can I see in this bearded man, in this portrait? And I try to imagine mixes, but it could be other colors. It's I hesitate. I can show you maybe this. So I made a little sketch, and this was my first set. No, my first set the second one I changed in the last one. So I tried
Color
some
study.
mixing
Yeah.
here, and here this is monochrome study for values. So there is very bright light on the side, and all his face is in the darkness, a little darkness, but it's not really darkness. So I want to try to show that even in darkness there are lots of colors.
What did you use for the monochrome study?
To separate areas.
So what color did you, or what
Oh, this is pencil.
is that? Neutral tint? Or?
No, it's pencil.
Oh, it's pencil.
Yes. So I just rub a little bit like this, and it's make diffusion. So I think I'm going to stand.
Jérôme, we also have a question on Facebook asking how you secured your paper to the artboard. Thank you.
Oh, this is tape. Tape. There is even a brand on it. It's a very simple tape. So maybe do this. So first I'm going to separate bright areas or white areas from dark areas or saturated areas. And that will be my first layer. So I take an average color, and I will make little changes. So I'm starting with pink, opera pink, so maybe I should do that again. So my opera pink, my queen gold makes beautiful orange. I can have very beautiful reds also with two mixes. So I start by quite a lot of water in the mix first, and I test. Maybe I can do a little darker. Maybe a little manganese blue to cut this. That's nice to start.
Jérôme, there's a question about if you trace or freehand sketch.
The sketch?
Yeah, do you ever trace or do you like to freehand sketch?
No, I use a projector.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
But I could do freehand because for 40 years, almost 40 years, I did freehand before I bought this machine. So I know, and I did a lot of portraits, a lot of them.
So the one in your thumbnail sketch, is that freehand?
Yes.
Nice.
A follow-up question, Jérôme.
Yes.
With having drawn freehand for 40 years and then buying the projector, with your own eye, can you see the difference in your artwork between what you projected and what you drew? Thank you.
Yes. Immediately. The projector, you go very quickly, and you don't look for things. With the end, you're always, how could I say, looking for shapes.
Yeah.
So it's very different, very, very different. But my preference now is painting. I before painting I was I draw a lot, and I start my my activity by drawing. So I was illustrator, and I couldn't use colors. I used all kind of pencils, and I drew a lot.
Hmm.
And now I'm interested in painting. It's new for me. I didn't paint for very long. I started painting 4 years ago, very seriously, only watercolor. In
Would it be correct to summarize what you just said? Is that while you can draw, now you are using the projector as a tool to help you
Yes,
paint sooner?
yes, that's it.
Thank you.
Hmm. In there is I save time, especially for big size things.
There's a question about your palette. We can see that it's metal. How many wells is in it and where did you get it?
This is Holbein brand. Maybe you know Holbein. This
Okay.
is very good brand. And it's a metallic with I don't know the name.
Aluminium? Is it aluminium?
Yes, it is. That's it.
Very light, yes.
Hmm. So this is the first layer to separate bright areas from pigmented areas. And the manganese blue has to be mixed very strongly, otherwise. So that's it. Oh, sorry. Is it okay for the?
Yeah, it's fine.
No, it's okay. So this is stronger down, and maybe I do this. Oh, I think it's more pigmented on my paper, and the camera makes it very bright. But I'm doing it.
Jerome, are you painting with
Yes.
2 paintbrushes in one hand?
Yes, I have a water brush and a pigmented brush. Always, I try to use them, and because it's quite wet phase now. But and also there. I want some, how to say, you say maybe blurry on the left side. Mhm.
Mhm.
So rows of ultramarines there. Yes, yes. So it's a very light separation. And now maybe I can give some, I don't know.
Jérôme,
Yes.
can you show the reference photo again, please?
Alors, you must have to Ethel maybe, because she has it in.
Maybe we can post it in the chat.
Please,
I'll
Yes.
yes.
upload it in the chat.
Yes, would be great.
Thank you, Ashley.
And now I'm giving more strength to the colors.
Everything is still wet, right?
Yes, it's really the first stage, the first layer.
Mhm. We have two questions in the chat.
Yes.
One is about when you were an illustrator, says Lucy.
Mhm.
Did you begin your drawings in the same way by establishing the light areas from the darks in a sketch or layout drawing?
No, this came with watercolor, because before watercolor I painted acrylic, oil painting also, mixed medias and everything. So pastel, sanguine, lots of techniques. But the watercolor has this very special thing that you don't have white. You don't use white paint. You let the paper be the white. So this is why I have to make this separation early in the.
Mhm. And then we have another question by Judy. Can
Yes.
you share some thoughts about what you're thinking at this stage? I know you said saving the light. What else in terms of colors you're using, etc.?
I don't understand.
The question would be, what are you thinking? What is your priorities at this stage? Is it preserving the light? Is it something else? Is it combining colors in a certain way?
I would say in this first very wet layer is to connect areas, to get areas connected, because it's wet, and I don't have the maximum intensity with the colors or density, but it's going to. But I'm trying to connect areas and have a connected background for the next layer.
Yeah. Thank you.
So maybe I will stop there and dry it for a minute and then go on for the. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Maybe.
The sound, we cannot hear the sound of a hairdryer. Doesn't bother. Zoom will silence the sound of a
Yes.
hairdryer. Yes.
No, it's magic.
Yeah, it's magic. The magic of Zoom. It does that automatically. Did you know that?
You don't hear?
No, we don't. Nothing. It's funny, eh? Isn't it?
Maybe remove now it's not too strong. I remove some things there. Yes. But I like this. It's not. Yes. Maybe a little more. So how much time do I have now? Till the
It's
end?
30 minutes. 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes left, or 29.
Okay. 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 So I have now a nice background with connected areas. And now I will, and white or bright areas, I keep dry. So now I will put the darkest, first on the face, but the darkest areas. So I take this very beautiful Chinese brush. Hmm.
Susan would like to know if you normally paint that fast or just because it's the demo and you have a deadline.
It's a demo. Okay.
That's okay.
So
There you go.
I usually take a little more my time, but
But it's good to be able to work fast when needed, you know.
yes, and I can work that fast, but much longer. You understand? I don't like to. I like to work fast. I like it, but I know I can spend maybe more hours later, or and go fast again. And because I see things I didn't see first.
Yeah.
Jérôme, what watercolor artists have influenced your style?
Oh, what watercolor? When I was very young, my parents had books on William Turner, and I was fascinated, very, very fascinated by his paintings. And I always ask myself, how is he doing? So, and then during the COVID, I had a lot of time. Yes, I had a lot of time, and I started looking on the web, who was doing watercolor and who posted things or information about watercolor. And I found a lot of American artists posting and having a kind of business model, selling courses, selling a lot of ways of watercolor promotion. And I said that is what I want to do on experiment, because I didn't know anything about watercolor before this. So this, yes, I've seen, maybe I have problems with the names. Maybe you want me to give you names.
Welcome to the club. I like the painting of a lot of them, American ones, American artists.
It's a great answer. Thank you.
Especially for Americans.
I will find something. They will come back to my mind sometime.
While you're painting, are you willing to share some of the wisdom you learned over 40 years of being an artist about how do you continue to challenge yourself and grow? Thank you.
Yes. So watercolor is very interesting and very, very direct. Paper, water, colors. But my goal as an artist is to go towards contemporary art with watercolor. So now I am really looking for information and looking at contemporary art, painting, sculpture, or everything. And I think I can. My project is to make very big sized watercolor and challenge oil or acrylic or print or everything with watercolor in exhibition. That's my dream. You understand?
Good for you. Good for you.
With doing very large watercolors, a problem I often encounter is watercolor competitions put limits on the size of the work. And then if I submit artwork one year where there's no limit in the size, the next year they put on the size. How do you get around that challenge?
I didn't know that.
That's been my experience with the large paintings.
I would like the watercolor to be included or shown or exhibited with other techniques, not only watercolor. You understand? With oil painting, with
like in galleries.
Yes, working with galleries and to make watercolor. Most people they don't consider watercolor in France, especially, or it's not easy for galleries because you don't have big size paintings, so you don't sell very expensive, and it's difficult to do the business with that for galleries. So they don't exhibit watercolor in France. No galleries exhibit watercolor, and so if I want to live with and sell watercolors, I have to challenge. I have to go first to places where art is diffused, art is shown, and make very good art to be accepted as a watercolorist or as a painter. And if the watercolor traditional challenges and they don't accept this, I don't, no problem. I will try by other ways. You understand? Because I consider watercolor is painting. It's not oil, it's not acrylic, but all the laws, all the rules are the same. And so I define myself more like a painter than exclusively a watercolorist, because of course I painted a lot with oil and everything before. That's why also, of course.
Very
So
interesting.
On the Facebook side, we have a technical follow-up question from Madhubanti asking, when you're painting the very large watercolors, it becomes very heavy and difficult to transport. Would you use a
yes,
canvas with ground instead?
yes. So I didn't start. I have projects, but my area is very small now. So I have big sheets of paper. I have big yes, how would you say, chassis en toile. So
Frames.
no,
No? You have frames where to put your paper on. Is that right?
this, this.
Yes. Frames.
So
Frames.
I have to stick the glue my watercolors on it. Different big size, and all, you know, the size is not a problem, because all artists have the same problem. You know, the people making oil or acrylics, they have problem of size also, so they manage. So I should manage.
But do you stick your paper on canvas, on an existing canvas?
Yes, yes. I will stick
okay.
it. Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I will put no glass. I will put some varnish, something on to you know, to keep
Yeah, to protect the paint.
protect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Nicolas paints big size, and he uses a frame. He puts the paper, he wets the paper, and then staples it around a frame, but directly on the frame,
Oh,
not on top of canvas.
so he has good paper.
Yeah.
Strong
But
paper.
yeah, well, normal, like ours or another paper, yeah. But your way is also possible.
So now I have a studio, another one here in my house, in a small room. I have a studio where I give courses, but I cannot work there because I cannot share with the students my room. So this year I will build a special room for me, a special space for me for big size. So I wanted some blue. So I continue to darken and darken, or not dark, but maybe more saturation and more color, slowly.
Yes. You have 15 minutes left.
15. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, I try to finish before. So I love this strong.
Someone is asking if you are using some more colors other than the 5 original ones, or do you stick to those 5? Only those 5.
Only those 5. Those 5.
Okay.
Sometimes maybe I make a mistake on the wrong, but I know about where they are.
Okay. Okay.
But I try to keep my 5 colors. Yes.
Okay.
If I want to remove a little color, so I take very hard oil brush, and I can scratch and remove a little area like this. So it's more bright, and I can I can put another color there, more bluish here. Yes. And maybe some bluish zone area here. Yes. In here. Yes. Maybe here a little bit. Here. I like this manganese blue very much. Strong blue. I have other areas with blue. There. A little more blue. Good. There. So now I'm going to make the cap. Or maybe I will dry a little bit and put a glaze over everything to unify.
Yes.
In such a small amount of time, you have managed to paint the soul of this person. It's very beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
You're right. Yes.
Make a glaze of quite pinky, and pink. So maybe pink that side, and maybe more reddish the other side, or more yellowish. So pink. Maybe there also yellow.
We have a question here. If you, because your style seems to remind Linda about Charles Reed. Do you know Charles Reed?
Yes. Yes, I love him. I love his work. It's very good watercolorist. Very
excellent. Because her comment is that you have that amazing loose yet realistic quick style that Charles Reed had.
Yes, he has a very beautiful brush stroke, Charles Reid. Very beautiful brush stroke. I will use maybe my toothbrush a little bit to have to make influences without the brush. So yes, maybe it's too much. I use it on wet areas like this. I don't know if you see if it's how wet it is. Well, maybe there are a lot of like that. I give influences with the toothbrush, so I don't touch because it's weak now. It's fragile. Fragile. I don't know the English word. So I can influence a little bit and make mixes. Maybe here a little greenish in the bird here. Yes. Yes.
Someone mentioned that your beard seems to be real, like they can feel the wind even in the beard. And Judy asks, when you she loves how you put down color with edges and you mix it with water. She wants to know if you can say something else about that, or why you do it, or something like that.
Because I love
the question.
Yes, I love to mix in small areas, wet areas and dry areas, touching together.
Yeah.
This is not very big area, and there are some very dry parts and very wet parts just next to them. And in wet parts, I can scratch or do things or remove paint because it's very dynamic. In the white parts, I can have brush strokes and I can have a broken edges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all around.
Thank you.
I'm going to make the captain cap now. So that was I choose also in Dantron blue because it's dark. And it's a very beautiful blue, maybe marine blue.
Yeah. But pure,
So,
you use it pure.
yes, maybe I will cut it with what? With rose of ultramarine a little bit. Yes. And also with this queen gold a little bit. Yes, that's good. So I try again. Yes, that's better. So this is cap.
Julia Thorne can also see Charles Reed inspiration in your painting. His
Oh,
expression. Yeah.
thank you. I'm honored.
Mm.
And again, manganese blue mixed with that one. I like it.
Jerome, the portrait
Yes.
is so good.
Thank you.
That was Rajat, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And this is a little. Okay. And I love also this. Maybe I have 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay.
Yes, 5 minutes.
Maybe I put a little background because in my reference picture there is a beautiful blue in the background, and to make the back of the man appear.
Well, magical. Now all of a sudden he's got a back.
Yes, he's got a back. Yes. Good for him. And maybe some little yellow in the cap. That thing, yeah. What can I add? Maybe a little strength in the eye. Yes. Before ending. So rose, rose, rose. There. Blue. water. Okay, it's good. And I will dry a little bit again. And I will add a little with a blade. We scratch it in the paper for the bird. This bird to add light. He has lights there.
Excellent.
Yes. Good. There also.
Jim says, c'est magnifique. C'est magnifique.
Oh, thank you. There also, there's a little point of there. So there. Okay.
Do you remember Christine Berlinson-Esser from Rochemort?
Yes.
She says,
yes.
yeah, she says,
yes.
sorry, Jérôme, I missed it. I will have to see your demo on recording. Because she wanted to be
Oh.
here, but she couldn't be before. But she's saying hello, at least.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
you.
Thank
Ah,
you,
thank
Christine.
you for Christine. I remember her very well. I like her very much. Christine.
Me too. Me too.
Yes. So what can I do on the little reddish here? Maybe.
You know, when you finish, we need the reveal moment, which is to remove the tape, please.
Yes, I think it. I could go further, but now I have to stop. Huh?
Well, yeah, it's now past. I don't know if you want to continue later at home or.
So I will stop there.
On the Facebook side, as you remove the tape, you're getting so many hearts and thumbs up.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So maybe I can.
Yes, please. Oh, yes. Thank you.
You see the scratch, the blade. And
yes.
I could go further, but.
That's amazing.
There I wanted to have this area not hard edges, and here
soft edges.
Yes, here details on edges there.
Hard edges on the right and soft edges on the left.
Yes.
Wonderful.
So I could do a little more, but I have to stop.
Beautiful.
Okay, that looks wonderful. Really, really beautiful.
Oh,
Oh, Jérôme.
so thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much, John, Catherine, and Ethel, for making this possible. I am very happy to be here and share with you. Very happy.
You are so very welcome. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. It's amazing.
Merveilleux. Someone says merveilleux.
Merci.
So you inspire everybody to speak French as well.
Ah, c'est bien, c'est bien. I could speak French, but nobody would understand, or almost nobody. So some parts are missing now. I have to make a shadow under the cap. This is too bright there, and the eyes and some. I could go on, but I consider it works now. It's okay.
So would you finish it later on and post it?
Oh yes.
That'd be fantastic. Let's see whatever you consider to be finished. I know we've had discussions over many years what finished really means for different people. So whatever that means to you, if you post it, it'd be phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
Much.
So I will do it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for your attention.
Thank you, Jérôme. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Merci.
See you next week.
Merci, c'était très bien.
Merci.
Thank you.
On a beaucoup aimé, merci beaucoup.
Oh, merci.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Merci.
Beautiful.
Have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, beautiful.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.